Relative velocity. What is the relative velocity? Any two objects are in motion with respect to each other is called relative velocity. Any two objects are any two objects any two objects are in motion with respect to each other with respect to each other with respect to each other is called relative velocity. In this one, I will give you one example. See here, a person is going by car. A person is going by car, isn't it? With a velocity v1, and another person, just while he was going, one person it is standing here, just nearby this one. A person is standing here. With respect to the person, the car is moving forward direction. And with respect to the car, a person appears to be going backward direction. For example, when you are going by the car, with respect to the ground, your car is moving forward direction. With respect to your car, the outside nature means the shops and trees appears to be going backward direction. So with respect to your car, the outside nature is in the motion. With respect to the ground, your car it is in the motion. So any two objects are in motion with respect to each other, that is called relative velocity. Now, for your understanding, I will write the formula here. Velocity of the A with respect to the B. Velocity of the A object with respect to the B means we can write this formula is VA minus VB. Velocity of the A with respect to B is equal to velocity of the A minus velocity of the B. And I will give the live example also for this one also. When you are going by car or bus, whatever it may be, for your understanding, one more car it is going, just both cars are parallel to each other. Both cars are going parallel, isn't it? At that moment, if this car is moving with a velocity VA, this car is moving with a velocity VB. If the VA is greater than VB, and it can cross the VB car, car B. Isn't it? If the car velocity of the B car velocity is greater than velocity of the A, at that moment it can cross the A car, isn't it? At that moment, how we can write the equation? Velocity of the car, for this one, velocity of the car A with respect to B is equal to VA minus VB. And for this one, velocity of the B with respect to A, velocity of the car B with respect to A, VB minus VA. Student, I will give you one example. Not VA, VB. I will give this is VA is equal to 50 kilometer per hour. 50 kilometer per hour, isn't it? 50 kilometer per hour. VB is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. Now, velocity of the B with respect to A means VB is equal to 60, VA is equal to 50. That you can write it is 10 kilometer per hour. So it is greater, velocity of the car is 10 kilometer per hour greater than the velocity of the car A, isn't it? For example, if the two cars are in opposite direction, at that time, how it is? See, and so once again I am writing here. The car it is moving with a velocity VA, and here it is one more car, and this is moving with a velocity VB. Velocity is the vector quantity. One direction if you consider as a positive, opposite direction we have to consider as a negative. So VA positive means VB we have to consider as a negative. VB we have to consider as a negative, isn't it? Now, for example, VA velocity is the 30 km per hour. VA velocity is 30 km per hour and VB velocity is 20 km per hour. VB velocity is 20 km per hour. When these two are crossing each other, when these two vehicles are crossing each other, at that moment, who are sitting in the car, who are sitting in the car B and who are sitting in the car A. For example, car A person observing the car B while he was crossing. For him, it is car B appears to be moving with a greater velocity, but actually car A actual velocity is the 20 km per second. But during when these two vehicles are crossing with each other, at that moment, this car when car A person observe the car B, it appears to be moving with a greater velocity. How it is means, we know formula, it is velocity of the A with respect to B means VA minus VB. Here VA is equal to 30 and VB is equal to here minus 20 kilometer. Now minus into minus plus. So you can write here 50 kilometer per hour. Actually, the car B velocity is the 20 kilometer per hour only. But when during the crossing with each other, at that moment, the car A, when car A person observe the car B, it appears to be moving with a velocity 50 kilometer per hour. In opposite direction, we have to write the formula VA is equal VA plus VB. See here, minus into minus plus, that is nothing but a VA plus VB in opposite direction, but both are in same direction. If both are in same direction, that is velocity of the A with respect to B is equal to VA minus VB. But in opposite direction, velocity of the A with respect to B is equal to VA plus VB. And this is the relative velocity. Once again I am telling you, just I am giving the definition. Any two objects are in motion with respect to each other. River boat concept. When you taking in this one, in the river boat, we have to discuss about the upstream and downstream. Majorly, first initially, what is upstream and what is downstream means. First, we have to know. This is water. Just I am taking it is water. On the water surface, one boat it is going like this. This is one boat. Okay. Now, the river velocity or water velocity of the water with respect to ground, VWG is, I am writing here, VWG is velocity of water with respect to ground, and boat velocity is VBW, velocity of the boat with respect to water. VBW is nothing but a velocity of boat with respect to water. And last one, velocity of the boat with respect to ground. Velocity of the boat with respect to ground. Okay. Now upstream. Upstream means this is water flow I am taking. Now this is the boat. Boat is moving along this direction. Boat velocity with respect to water. and this is water velocity with respect to ground. It is water velocity with respect to ground. Now, if both are in opposite direction, that we can call it is upstream. Now, velocity of the boat with respect to ground is equal to velocity of the boat with respect to water minus velocity of the water with respect to ground. Velocity of the boat with respect to ground is equal to velocity of the boat with respect to water minus velocity of the water with respect to ground. This is called upstream. Upstream means, again, once again I am telling you here, velocity of the boat and velocity of the water, if both are in opposite direction, that we can call it is upstream, and it is the upstream formula. If you take the distance, for example, if the boat is traveling from point A to point B, this distance is D. If I am taking, what is the time taken by the boat to cross AB distance? To cross the AB distance means time T1 is equal to, what is the time? Distance by speed. Here distance is AB distance is D, and speed is equal to VBG. Here speed is equal to VBG, and we can write here T1 is equal to D divided by VBW minus VWG. It is equation number 1. The time is equal to. Now, I want to raise one doubt here. Why should I want to write velocity of the boat minus velocity of the water? Why cannot write velocity of the water minus velocity of the boat here? Means velocity of the boat with respect to water is greater than the velocity of the water with respect to ground. That's why only we have to write this equation. It is like this. See, once again I am telling you, if the water is going along this direction, boat is moving along this direction, both are in opposite directions. Here this is water, this hand is boat. If boat is going like this, water is going like this, if both are in opposite direction, at that moment, if the velocity of the boat is greater than the velocity of the water, at that time only it can row in the water, isn't it? It can be move forward direction. So that's why I have written this is equation. And if it is according to this condition, just I am giving one condition: velocity of the boat is greater than the velocity of the water, the boat can move forward direction. That is first condition. For this one only we have written it is VB minus VW. And second condition, if I am taking velocity of the boat is equal to velocity of the water. See here, velocity of the boat, velocity of the water. Water it is going like this, boat is going along this direction. But if the velocity of the water, velocity of the boat, both are same, at that moment the boat is at rest position, because equal and opposite velocities, so they can cancel each other. The resultant is 0. Thus, the object is at rest position, the boat is at rest position. For your understanding, I will tell you, when a person is swimming like this, but water flow it is backward, but he is going forward direction. He is swimming in opposite to the water flow. While if the velocity of the water, his velocity, if both are same, at that moment, while he was swimming, he cannot go forward direction, he cannot go backward direction. When both velocities are equal, at that moment the person is at rest position. So here boat is at rest position. Here boat is at rest position in this situation. And third situation I am writing here, if boat velocity is less than velocity of the water, if the boat velocity is less than the velocity of the water. See here, the water flow it is along this direction. If the boat is going like this, means if the velocity of the water is more than the velocity of the boat, means the boat will be move along with the water. It can be floods are coming at that moment, the boat and houses will be move along with the water flow only. See, same like for your understanding, when a person is swimming inside the water, if more water flow is there, at that moment he will be travel along with the water. That is nothing but that condition is if the boat velocity is less than the velocity of the water, that is the mean. So I am writing again, velocity of the boat, boat can move boat can move along water, boat can move along water, isn't it? Okay, these three conditions I have written here. Next one, downstream, I am writing downstream, that is downstream. Okay, what is downstream? Downstream is, here upstream is both are in opposite direction. Downstream means velocity of the water, see here this is water, velocity of the boat with respect to water and velocity of the water with respect to ground. If both are in same direction, that we can call it is downstream. If both are in same direction, that we can call it is downstream. So velocity of the boat with respect to ground is equal to velocity of the boat minus velocity of the boat plus velocity of the boat with respect to water plus velocity of the water with respect to ground. If both, for your understanding easily, if a person is swimming, the water along this direction, water also flowing along the same direction. Now his effort is, at that moment his effort is less. Without more effort he can swim easily in the water. That is nothing but because of this one. If the velocity of the boat with respect to ground is equal to velocity of the boat with respect to water plus velocity of the water with respect to ground. Okay. Now if it is traveling distance d distance, from point A to B. Now what is the time taken by the boat? To travel distance d in the downstream means d divided by speed VBW plus VWG. Now total time, we can write it as the total time. What is the total time for upstream and downstream? For upstream it is nothing but for your understanding A to B if you take it. Downstream it is the B to A if you take it. The total time interval, total time T is equal to T1 plus T2. Now T is equal to T1, I am writing as a D divided by VBW minus VWG plus, and downstream it is D divided by VBW plus V velocity of the water with respect to ground. This is the total time for upstream and downstream. And what is the ratio for upstream and downstream? Ratio is nothing but a time T1 is equal to time T1 down upstream is D divided by VBW minus VWG whole divided by D divided by VBW plus VWG. Here DD get cancelled. You can write this equation, it is VBW plus VWG whole divided by velocity of the boat with respect to water minus velocity of the water with respect to ground. This is the time ratio for the upstream and downstream. Case 1, motion of the boat across the river. To cross the river over the shortest distance. See, in this situation, we are taking it is one river. It is the one shore of the river and it is the another shore of the river. It is one bank and it is the opposite bank. Now, the boat is started from point A. If it is wants to reach exactly opposite point of the river, if the boat wants to reach exactly opposite point of the river, if it is move along this direction, this is water flow direction, velocity of the water with respect to ground, isn't it? If it is moving along this direction, can it reach the opposite point? If the boat moving along the perpendicular direction, can it reach exactly opposite point? My question is that one. It cannot be possible, because when boat is moving along this direction, the water flow like this. See here, while it is moving, the water flow apply the force on the boat. So due to that one, it change the direction and reach some other position. So to reach exactly opposite point, it must be move along this direction. it must be moved along this direction. See here, this is velocity of the boat with respect to the water. This is velocity of the boat with respect to water, and this one it is velocity of the boat with respect to ground. You can write it is making an angle, it is theta. Velocity of the water, this point you see, if you taken, this is water flow direction, it is water flow direction, isn't it? Now in this situation, sine theta is equal to what you can write? Sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Here opposite side is nothing but a water velocity. Velocity of the water with respect to ground. Velocity of the water with respect to ground. So velocity of the water with respect to ground divided by velocity of the boat with respect to ground. Now cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Here adjacent side it is velocity of the boat with respect to ground divided by velocity of the boat with respect to water. Hypotenuse, sorry, here it is VBW, here VBW and here VBW, that is cos theta, isn't it? Now in this situation, to cross the river over the shortest distance means this path is making an angle 90 degrees. The path it is making an angle with the boat is here. The boat is rowing along this direction. With this the boat direction with this path, it is making an angle, it is 90 plus theta. So shortest path it is making an angle with the boat velocity, that is equal to shortest path making an angle with the boat velocity, that is theta plus 90, that is theta plus 90. You can write here 90 plus theta is equal to, from this equation you can write theta is equal to sine inverse of VWG divided by VBW. So sine inverse of velocity of the water with respect to ground divided by velocity of the boat with respect to water. To cross the river over the shortest distance, it is making an angle with a boat velocity is 90 plus theta. That is equation, it is 90 plus sine inverse of VWG divided by VBW. Now what is this VBG? Means if you take in this right angle triangle, tan theta, it is nothing but a, from the Pythagoras theorem I am writing VB, here VBW whole square is equal to velocity of the boat with respect to water is equal to velocity of the water with respect to ground whole square plus velocity of the boat with respect to ground whole square. Now VBG, if you want to write here, VBG is equal to VWG square minus VBW whole square. That square, if you take in that side, it is nothing but a square root will become velocity of the boat with respect to ground. That equation. And what is now this VBW also resolved into the two components. VBW is resolved into the two components. One is horizontal components VBW cos theta. One more, it is vertical component is VBW sin theta. Horizontal component is velocity of the boat with respect to water cosine angle, velocity of the boat with respect to water with a sine angle, isn't it? Horizontal component and vertical component. And time taken to cross the width of the river. It is d. If you taken time taken to cross the width of the river d. Is d means, so time is equal to d divided by VBW cos theta. So here time taken, this is along this direction to cross the width of the river. Time taken to cross the width of the river, that is nothing but a distance divided by velocity. Here velocity is nothing but a VBW cos theta. And we know very well what is the cos theta is equal to. This is the cos theta. If we substitute in this equation, time is equal to distance d divided by VBW, and that is VBG divided by VBW. Here VBW get cancelled. Time is equal to distance divided by VBG. Time is equal to distance divided by VBG, and it is the shortest path making an angle, and it is nothing but a time taken by the boat to cross the river. It is nothing but T is equal to D divided by velocity of the boat with respect to ground. Velocity of the boat with respect to ground, we know that equation T is equal to D divided by under root of VWG square minus VBW square. T is equal to D divided by under root of VWG square minus VBW. Shortest time in this one, same. Now the boat is starting from point A, and if it is moving towards the point B position. See, the water velocity is along this direction. The water it is going along this direction, isn't it? The water fluid is along this direction. If the boat moves from point A to point B, if it is wants to reach exactly opposite point, it can be reached or not. That is the case. See here, if while it is moving towards along this direction, the water flow apply the force on the boat. While it is moving like this, it changes the direction slowly, and it reach another position, that is the point C. It cannot reach exactly point B. So now this is the shortest time we are telling. This is nothing but to cross the width of the river. If you taken, that is width of the river, it is D. The boat is moving from point A to point B, but it reach point C position. This is nothing, isn't it? The velocity of the water with respect to ground is along this direction, and velocity of the boat with respect to water, this is nothing but a velocity of the boat with respect to water, and this one it is velocity of the boat with respect to ground. This is velocity of the boat with respect to ground. And shortest time, T is equal to, we know already one formula, T is equal to distance divided by VBW, isn't it? The shortest time T is equal to D divided by VBW, isn't it? Otherwise, you can write it is VBW cos theta. Earlier, actually this is equation we written it is earlier in earlier case. Here theta is equal to 0. Because if the boat is going along this direction, for your understanding I am writing, along this direction, this is the angle theta we taken. Now the boat it is coming along this direction. Now what about the theta will be? If the boat is going along this direction, that is theta. If the boat comes to along this path, at that moment theta is equal to 0. So minimum time to cross the river, that is nothing but a VBW. Time minimum is equal to D divided by VBW. And now this BC is there. What is the BC? Here BC is nothing but a drift. We can call it is the displacement. Here BC we can call it is drift. That is drift. Here drift is equal to, drift we are writing as a displacement. What is drift is nothing but either it is distance or displacement. We can write velocity into time. Here velocity is nothing but a water velocity. Along the BC direction, what it is moving? Water. So along the BC, that is nothing but a water velocity with respect to ground and time. Here time is nothing but a minimum. So we can write velocity of the water with respect to ground into time is nothing but a D divided by VBW. Time is equal to VBW. You can write X is equal to, and in this situation, this is VBW, and this is velocity of the boat with respect to water, and this is velocity of the water with respect to ground, and this is velocity of the boat with respect to ground. If you take these three are right angle triangle it is, so this is VBG whole square is equal to, we can write VBG square is equal to It is this is nothing but a velocity of the water with respect to ground. It is opposite side, and adjacent side it is nothing but a VB W whole square. Now VBG is equal to under root of VWG whole square plus VBW square. This is nothing but a velocity of the boat with respect to ground. This is nothing but a velocity of the boat with respect to ground. Now, in another case, if you take it, the boat is this is from point A, exactly opposite point it is B. If the boat is moving along this direction, this is velocity of the boat. This is velocity of the boat with respect to water. And this is exactly opposite point. This is point C I am writing. But if the boat is reached point D position, isn't it? This is angle theta. Now it can be resolved into the two components. One, it is velocity of the boat with respect to water is cos theta, and this one it is velocity of the boat with respect to water, it is sin theta. Cosine, horizontal component, this is horizontal component, and this is vertical component. This one it is velocity of the boat with respect to ground. This is nothing but a velocity of the boat with respect to ground, and this BD we are writing as a distance drift D. That is nothing but a BD. If you taken as a drift D means x is equal to, here x is equal to, we can write it is velocity of the water with respect to ground minus velocity of the boat with respect to water sine angle into time. See here, velocity of the water it is along this direction. Velocity of the water with respect to ground it is along this direction. But here there is a one opposite component is there. That opposite component is VBW sin theta. So the resultant is equal to x is equal to VWG minus VBW. Now what is the t here? Already we calculated. T is equal to x is equal to VWG minus VBW sin theta. T is equal to, from that equation, this is t. From this equation, t is equal to d divided by VBW cos theta, isn't it? And in this situation, I will explain three cases. Case 1, if you taken, if velocity of the water with respect to ground is greater than the velocity of the boat with respect to water sine angle. If the velocity of the water it is greater than the velocity of the boat of the sine angle, vertical component, at that moment the boat reaches right side of the point B. So it is nothing but the boat will reach right of B. Second one, if velocity of the water with respect to ground is less than the velocity of the boat with respect to water, at that moment the boat will be reached left of the B. Left side of the B. So that is boat will be reached left of B. And third case, if the velocity of the water with respect to ground is equal to velocity of the boat with respect to water sine theta, at that moment the boat reach exactly opposite point. Point B. It will be reach point B. See here, once again I am telling you, if the velocity of the water is greater than this component, at that moment the boat will be reach point B, right side of the point B position. If the velocity of the water it is going like this, if this water it is less than the component of the velocity of the boat, at that moment the boat will be comes to the any point of left side of the B, isn't it? If these two components, nothing but the velocity of the water with respect to ground and this component, these two are equal, boat will be reach point B. The boat will be reach point B position. This is the riverboat concept.